Today we're going to be taking a look at a charcoal VEVOR grill. I'd like to thank the seller for sending this product to us in exchange for a video. All the views and opinions in this video are our own.
This is going to require more assembly than I think you would imagine because it's kind of surprised us when we took it out of the box. There's not that many bolts though, so I'm hoping that most of it just kind of like snaps together in place.
It does come with a neat looking, almost regular size screwdriver, so that's nice.
So these snap into place. The left side goes onto the front and the back. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Click.
For each handle, you're going to need 7 pieces. Take this piece, put it through this piece. Then you're going to put it through this door. Then you put on the big washer. Then this piece. Then the small washer. Then the locking washer. Then tighten down that nut. When you're putting these on, make sure that this is in the down position and this is in the up position. That way, when you close it and lock it, they look nice and neat when they're facing down. When you're putting this piece on, make sure that your clips look like this because I had to take it off 3 times.
For your ashes. Perfect.
In step 12, it shows the left tray assembly 34 and the right tray assembly 33. This is incorrect. So we have the left tray 34 in place and the right tray 33. The whole grill is assembled except for these handles, and unfortunately now we have to take this apart because the adjustment is on the other side. So 33 goes on the left and 34 goes on the right. Or just keep your eye for these little levers because these levers go on the outside. Now that we have 33 on the left, you can see that there's actually a screw hole for this lever. This piece goes here. This side has to be on the inside, and then when you crank it, it actually raises. Obviously, you do not want to use a charcoal grill indoors, so we're going to take this outside in just a second, but I couldn't help myself. I needed to get a shot of it on the new tile because it looks phenomenal. Now I think we need an outdoor kitchen. The one thing I think we'll do to this is upgrade these grates because these are just your standard like charcoal barbecue grill grates, but I really like the heavy cast iron beefy ones, especially if you're going to be grilling steak or anything that's like more substantial than a burger or a dog. We're using Cowboy brand hardwood briquettes.
Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna season the heck out of this thing, make sure that everything's burnt off the way it needs to be.
It took about 3/4 of this 14-pound bag. This is what it looks like before it's lit.
Nice hot day, nice cold drink. Let's open it up. And spill it everywhere. It's all good. Hey, it's a fire.
You absolutely want to season your grill before you put food on it. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna get it really hot and burn off anything from the factory, and then we're gonna cook on it. It has been running at a little over 500 degrees now for about 10 or 15 minutes. So it will be sufficiently seasoned, and we're gonna put some food on it. Look at those coals.
One little action of the coal adjusters. And they was up all the way. Okay.
Well, yeah, the potatoes.
A hot zone and a cook zone.
If you've ever tried to cook chicken on the grill, tinfoil is the way to go. We've got a couple of baked potatoes, some chicken thighs for chicken Alfredo later, and then some steaks for lunch. Those are the tiniest steaks you'll ever see in your life, but that's okay. They're going to taste good. If you're looking for a new charcoal grill, this one from VEVOR is a fantastic option. Those look phenomenal, and they smell even better.
We're getting it now. All right, take 2.
What kind of biscuits are we using? Biscuits. Is it really a biscuit? Briquettes.